Hi, this is Kristyn with Music Mayhem Magazine and Rock Revival. We are here at the TLA on South Street in Philadelphia for Lords of Acid. We found some fans here. What do you guys want to hear?
Pussy!
Lords of Acid is a Belgian band that's been playing industrial dance music since they debuted in 1988. I got to sit down with founding member Praga Khan and new vocalist Marika Bresseliers to talk about playing in America, their sexualized shows, and the fan-funded new album Pretty in Kink. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining me. Okay, obviously the tour has been out of control. I've seen some of the crowd and everything. So, what stands out so far? I know Lords of Acid show is like a huge party.
A huge party, absolutely. That's what Lords of Acid all is about. Like, having a good time, being together, having a party.
So what's one of your standout moments so far?
I will never forget Chicago. Chicago was an amazing crowd. This show was, we were lit, everybody was there, we got our shit together, and people were so responsive and gave me so much energy. So I will never forget the Chicago crowd. Shout out to the Chicago crowd.
Nice. Okay, so we're here in Philly, so let's hope we can beat them tonight.
Ooh,
so
I've been out there in the crowd already, and they're already super going hard and lit. So yes, I have only my faith in Philly.
And when a heating fell out on the bus, that was also one
of the stand-up moments. It was none of the good stand-up moments. But I remember Maurice and his wife and our guitar player sitting in the front, freezing our asses off against each other because it was warmer there than in our bunks. So yeah, that was a stand-up moment.
Yeah.
So for someone that's never been to a Lords of Acid show, how would you best describe what it's like? What's the environment?
We try to create a sexy environment because these are sexy songs. You always have a crowd that are really looking forward to come to the shows. A lot of people like to dress up and stuff, when they come to the show.
Yeah.
And we want to give people a good time.
Good time, and people just being able to be themselves.
Yeah.
And explore their sexuality, exactly, and not be ashamed of who they are, and lose themselves in the music. And I think that's the best way to describe it.
Absolutely. I mean, being that Lords of Acid has been around since, was it 1988? I mean, you've obviously witnessed the musical landscape change. Do you feel things have gotten more open-minded now? Or is it less? I mean, how has that affected you?
It's more open-minded now. Because I remember in the early 90s when we did our first tours in the States. In those days you had Tipper Gore. I don't know if you remember Tipper Gore.
Yes.
The woman of Al Gore,
yeah.
who was like against everything what had to do with sex, and they had to do the stickers and
the boobs, the nipples couldn't be shown and everything.
Yeah, but also the stickers on the albums.
She's the one that started the...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that, okay.
So, and at that moment when we came onto the market with an album with the name Lust, at that moment when everything was like, when people were going to forbid everything, it was for the youngsters, it was like the forbidden fruit, So Lords of Acid was like
the one thing that you couldn't have, but you really wanted to have.
Oh, absolutely.
And then we had a lot of people who asked us to write music for the movies, like Basic Instinct, Slivers, Bioshock Me. And then the popularity grew, and then we got signed by Rick Rubin, who was a big fan of what we were doing, and that's when it really exploded.
Absolutely, and you guys crowdfunded, actually, the latest album release. So what led to that decision? And I know that a lot of fans actually had input, even in the direction of the music. So what was that like? Did that change kind of any ideas that you had that were preconceived about what you wanted to do? Or like, wait, now the fans are asking for this?
Yeah, the thing was that a guy who was working with us, he came up with the idea to do the crowdfunding, and I wasn't really positive about the whole thing in the beginning. But then he explained to me, yes, but that's gonna be like the moment that your fans can participate and that we can get them involved and they will give a lot of input, and you can do a lot of polls, and then it started to grow, like the idea. And finally it turned out to be an amazing idea, because at the end of the day it's almost like a collaboration
Absolutely.
between the fans and the band.
Because I was going to say, the fans almost probably feel like they have some sort of almost ownership stake in the creative process
They
of
do.
putting it together.
They came up with title subjects, they came up with like a lot of ideas, they came up with the album title.
Wow. Did anybody
Oh,
push
they
did anybody push it too far? Was there something you were like, we can't do this?
Yeah,
I don't think anything's
Yeah.
off limits, is it?
There's no limits to what we can or can't do. But like big shout outs to the fans who made this last album happen.
yeah.
It's amazing what the people did for Lords of Acid. Yeah, we're forever grateful for that. Just to keep it alive and keep it going and supporting us.
And it's also a nice thing to see like people that come to the shows for so long, and then they bring their children. So
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yes.
your fan base has definitely grown with the band, so
Yeah.
that's got to be
Yeah.
surreal to see
I've
that,
met a couple of dads and moms who brought their sons or daughters to the show,
It's amazing.
and that is like, it blows my mind, because I don't know, it goes from generation to generation, so it will probably stay alive for a couple of more years. We're not done yet. Lords of Acid is not done.
But
so,
the thing is that what we did in, let's say, early 90s, lyric-wise, it was, let's say, off the hook at that moment. But when you listen to the music now, when you listen to all the rap music, they go way further.
it's
than
more explicit. Everything is possible. So like the risque and all the forbidden fruit, it's gone. So, but we'll find our way.
But we always did it with tongue-in-cheek humor, For us it was okay, let's sing about a rubber doll.
But that's the thing, it makes everybody happy.
There's a rubber doll, the guy takes the rubber doll with him
To on a double date.
to meet his parents and stuff, it's like,
Whoever, yes, there she is. Beauty.
or you
Say, "Come in."
sing about the pussy, but when you listen to it as a child, there's nothing wrong with that song at all. There's always that humor in there.
Yeah,
Yep.
And
it's not to take it too seriously.
Yeah.
It's an act. It's fun. It's sexual. It's sexy. But
that's having fun.
just
Let's
wink,
get
wink.
high and
You
have
know.
fun.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously the lineup has changed many times over the years too, and has that almost been a way to keep the sound fresh too? Because I feel like you guys are not afraid to play around with genre at all. Like, you're not stuck in a box of one particular thing or another. And I think bringing it's like new ideas, new faces, new voices has been amazing over the years.
Yeah, but I'm someone who listens to a lot of genres, and I have a lot of respect for a lot of new, like, upcoming talent, or like the trap scene and the dubstep scene, and all these guys who are like very creative in making of music. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that you're surrounded by people who are very talented. And that's why we have Marieke with us now, who's an extremely good singer. Because also, when these songs were made, like back in like the Oracle Secret songs, that's not easy to sing. And who do you?
And the
Because they
thing
were good
is that
singers in both,
every
so-
singer has like his own sound, voice, range. So every time the lineup changes or there's a new singer, you have to be able to do what the others did, and they have a different vocal cord anatomy going on. So you have to like make it your own,
And that's the challenge.
adapt,
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
very challenging because every singer of Lords of Acid was different, had a different range, different sound, and to make the songs to like deliver what they deserve is very difficult. But yeah, I'm doing my best, and I've learned a lot. It was a great journey.
Absolutely, the videos that I've seen have been like phenomenal.
Oh.
Like just
It
the
is
live stuff
phenomenal.
has been great. Absolutely.
But like every night, I'm really impressed how she can pull it off, you know, and how she can sing these songs. Because these are not like easy songs. to
No,
sing.
absolutely not. And I respect like everyone who recorded the songs, and every singer brought something special to it. And just like I don't want to copy them, but I'm so inspired by them. So yeah, I think Lord Sebastian has seen a lot of great singers. So I'm very grateful to be here.
Absolutely. So if you guys could revive one era of rock music, what would it be? What do you think that would make a good comeback?
Of rock music.
Rock music, definitely the 80s. I would say 80s, but I think Gloribus and Disgustibus are disputing them. So yeah, I don't know. I would say the 80s, but yeah.
The thing is that I was there like even during the 60s because I was born in 59, and my older brother, he played me all the songs like California Dreaming and whatever, you know, all the 60s songs. I heard it as a kid. It influenced me. But then there was the 70s, you know, with all the 70s bands and the glitter rock and the glam rock and blah blah. It's like then you had the 80s with the punk and all that. The thing is, I'm very open-minded when it comes down to music styles, you know, and whatever you listen to, it influences you. Like, not that long ago, I had this discussion with a German journalist, and he said, "Yeah, but you're influenced by this and that, but there are people who are not influenced." I said, I told him that's not possible, my friend, because if you go to a Walmart, or if you watch TV, or if you watch a series on television, you hear music, you get influenced anyway, you know. Every time.
It's there
Yeah,
everywhere.
creates a mood.
If you don't want to be influenced, you dig a hole in the ground and
And
stay there.
every musical era and every genre, everything has its charm and has put something out there. So to revive one of the musical eras is like hard to say.
Yeah.
Because everything, I think, yeah, the 90s were great, 70s were great. I love 20s, 30s, 40s music. So yeah.
Everything's great.
Well, yeah, and even to feed off that, I feel like music's the universal language that everyone can speak and understand, even if we take different messages away. So I might listen to something and get a totally different feeling or message than you would do.
I tell you something. When we are traveling on the bus, we play Marlene Dietrich. You know who Marlene Dietrich is?
Ja, ich bin von Kopf bis
Ich
Fuß
bin von Kopf bis Fuß
auf Liebe
eingestellt.
eingestellt.
That's the third
And
thing,
Frankie
you know?
Valli. We play
Okay.
Frankie Valli in the first
Okay.
season. But we also play Disturbed. We play Dark Funeral. We play
Kotor.
Godard.
Yeah.
Godard. Yes. We play everything,
Yeah.
and I'm amazed how many people are into so much. Like we do not think in boxes.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Don't think in your box. Go out there. There's so much amazing
I have
music out
that.
there.
But there's something about the American audience.
Yeah.
It's like American audience, they're more open-minded than European audience. And I can tell you that. I can tell you that.
That is so funny that you say that.
I
Because
can tell you that.
no, it's so funny because
You want to say something?
that was fun.
So, like, okay, I feel like I don't know about that. Are you serious?
I'm very, very,
Because,
very
okay,
serious.
the first
like,
time
so
I
many-
went,
I'm very serious.
when I
about
was
it.
12 years old, I went to Holland.
Yeah.
My whole family's from Holland. And, like, it was the whole culture, the music, everything was like a shock for me. Like, even with, like, a lot of the things that here, it was just the most, I felt like it was a whole different world, and I felt like it was way more intense, way more
It's
open-minded.
different, but listen, if you go to a concert in Belgium or Holland, everybody's going to stare at you and wait for you to fail or anything and not experience music. But here, I've never seen anything like that. I'm from Europe. I've been to every festival in Belgium and the Netherlands, and even people here are goth, non-goth, just friends coming to watch the show are really living the music. They are the music. It's a lifestyle more than it's.
In America, there are music clubs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in
People
Europe, there are like, how do you say?
I don't know, like
Criticasters.
everyone is a critic.
Is it like a music snob kind
Yes.
of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just
Okay.
go to your show just to see, like,
Yeah.
you don't sound like the album. This is not my style.
Not
You
just
sound,
You
yeah.
just start nagging about whatever.
Not everyone,
Oh
of
my
course.
No, I get that, but
It's-
It's like that.
But they're more elitists.
But
I
here-
call them musical elitists.
But here you have like people, they buy a ticket to go and see a show and say, okay, let's have some fun. You know, we bought this
It's
ticket.
more like the experience of the
Yeah.
show instead of like watching and like having expectations like I want this to sound like this, and it has to be on the album. She's hitting the right notes, whatever. And it's more like the whole culture here.
But when you're on
God.
stage, it makes a lot of difference.
Oh yes, the energy you get from
The energy you get from
audience.
the kind of crowd.
Wow. Are you ever surprised by which songs fans gravitate towards? That you.
Yeah, the
I
thing
mean,
is-
how hard is it to craft
Yeah,
a set list for
Yeah,
you guys?
It's hard to grab a set list.
Yeah.
But the thing is that I like 2 years ago we did this Voodoo tour, and we never performed Out Comes the Evil live.
Okay.
We only did it like two years ago. We did it for the first time. Now we do it again.
And
The
it's
song
insane.
that makes something like
People are like raving, or like I don't know. People
it
are
creates like a strange atmosphere.
yeah, it's
in the
like
crowd.
some sort of ritual going
Yeah,
on.
Richard. Yeah,
almost.
that's it. It's weird.
People are like losing their minds and being super absorbed with the song. It's crazy. I love it. I love that song.
Yeah.
So Out Comes the Evil tonight.
Because in the days, like people when we did the combination with like drum and bass and guitars and like all the European hard beats, like this combination, that was like Rick Rubin said, like with you guys, you make like the most crazy combinations.
Listen, you cannot box it into one
Don't
particular
fucking
thing. at all.
box.
Right,
Just
exactly.
do whatever you want to do. If you want to put something electronic in there,
Do what you want to do. That's the title.
dubstep. If you want to have like the song Goldfinger, we have Shirley Bassey inspired
Yeah.
stuff, following with some dubstep.
You have to
Because
sing
we
Goldfinger
can.
right now. Yeah. You have to sing Goldfinger.
Yeah.
You know Goldfinger from the latest album?
Yeah.
Goldfinger, can you give me some more of your loving? All the thrills I adore.
You just gave me goosebumps.
And then the dubstep.
That's right. That's it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So we also run a sister publication called AgeOfTheNerd.com. So I'm curious, what is something you guys nerd out about that we'd be surprised about that we wouldn't think?
That we would be nerding out
Yeah,
about.
what do you guys nerd out about in your spare time that we might be surprised about?
Always wanted to be. I studied musical theater, so I really like sound music stuff, like Miss Saigon and everything like that. I wanted to be a ballet dancer, but I got into metal and industrial.
Like, here we are.
And here we are, just being tatted up, and I don't know, life got in the way. I just can't. But I still love it. So
Awesome.
And I'm looking forward to make let's say trip down the acoustic version of those fast songs.
Nice, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
We should do it.
And people would love it because then when you strip the song down and you see
That would be.
these are like very, very, very good.
It shows the pure talent of the band
Yeah.
when they
And,
can
like,
strip it down like that.
The music is more than just beats and the whole everything around it. It's just the lyrics, the chords, the pure everything of the
Yeah, very good
essential thing of the
songs,
song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what's like let's say 75% of the people they underrate the the
Talent?
songwritership.
The musicality, it's like,
Musicality.
yeah, it's
Of these
more
songs.
than just beats and some chords. You
Very,
thought
very
this
nice.
through. It's
We're
a
participating.
premiere,
Probably should.
like a premiere, like a
Yeah.
first. It's a first.
You're the first one who hears about this idea that we're
Okay.
going to do.
Yeah,
I love
So we're
that.
going to do it.
I mean, I think that would be amazing. Absolutely.
I think so too. And we're so looking forward to do that. you know.
Yeah.
Like take
Yeah,
these
you did a
songs.
great performance of the acoustic version of Nasty Love.
Yeah.
And you can find it online, and there was so much positive response.
Yeah, we were like really astonished. Like
People really love this. We should do something like this. Like,
That's a fantastic
That's
idea.
interesting.
Straight out, the fans are going to eat it up. It's
Yeah.
gonna be wonderful.
yeah, but that's what it's all about. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. I want to appreciate you guys taking a few minutes to speak with me. I appreciate it. Thank
No
you.
worries. We appreciate you being here. Thank you for taking your
you.
time.
Merci beaucoup. That's what we
Merci
say.
beaucoup. Heel erg bedankt.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It was a fucking amazing show with Lords of Acid, Loga Party. Please be sure to check us out on musicmayhemmagazine.com, therockrevival.com. Follow us on Facebook, Music Mayhem Magazine, The Rock Revival on Facebook. We got ourselves some pussy, now it's time to get some pizza.
It's not